was cold last night. Glad I stretched last night, man, because I don't feel like stretching at all today. I just figured I'd do a little dummy work just to warm my body up. Hopefully I'd loosen up. Stood in my horse stance for a while too. Got in a real deep horse stance. Practice that. I almost could stick to this thing. This thing's pretty smooth and flattened out. Get that bone in there, man. Shoving and pushing on. People move. They go all over the place. This dummy don't go nowhere, man. I set this as a dummy up where it just moves just a little bit like that, no more. Just where, you know, it's not totally solid to where when I hit it, it breaks when I hit it. You know. But, yeah, I kind of like this setup. I like putting it outside too in the summer. So I actually do like practicing outside better. I like to practice in my garden, flower garden with my birds and everything around, tweeting and making everything mellow. Yeah, I'm not very mobile today. I don't feel like moving very much. It's hard to loosen up on these cold days. Do some more of these. This is something, an exercise too I like doing with my dummy. Is I'll hold on to the pongs right here and I go like this. Up and down. I go down and low into like a low horse stance as I can. And you can use a dummy for a lot of things. You don't just have to, you know, use it for this stuff. You know, I do this. I hold on to it. I go into a lower horse stance and go like this. You know, just practice this stuff and have something to hold on to, you know, because I'm old and I might fall over and hit my head. You know, and I do that, and I do some exercises like this. Right leaning horse, and then do a horse stance over this side. Do this stance. Go low. All these are good. You know, sometimes I do splits and stuff. I can kick and stuff pretty good. I just I don't feel like doing kicks today. And during the summer, I work on kicks a lot more because I'm just looser and I'm less likely to hurt myself. I mean, I still practice kicks, but you know, most of my kicks I do in the winter. I keep trying to keep stuff low. I stretch. When I stretch, I mostly do floor stretching. When I work on splits, and a lot of back flexibility, more than anything. Back and hips. See, I often will hit like this. Instead of always just going straight like most people do, I go like this too, and down too, like that too, as well as you know those ones like that, and then you know like this, those hammer fists like this, or cup it like that and hit the ear. Boom. Hit the ear. One hand soft. Hit the ear. And the other, you know, hammer fist right on the neck. Whop whop. Whop whop whop. And then with that. Phew. Back off, motherfucker. You know. Wing Chun's cool. I'm really glad I know it. I'm glad I studied Kung Fu. I'm not the know-it-all god of Wing Chun like everybody on the internet seems to be nowadays. And there are a lot of people that are really good at it. And I like what they you know make. Different shows and stuff they make. But I just like to practice. I like working on my dummy. And I do it like this. I just experiment on it. I don't come here and do the hokey pokey and follow the ritual forms that you know that you learn when you first start. I've had this thing for a long time, and you know I just fuck around on it and play with it. It's fun. You know? I've been doing Wing Chun for a while. And, you know, I never really learned it all at once either. You know, I learned it in little pieces, different stages from different people, while at the same time I'm learning other martial arts too, you know. So, I'm kind of glad I took that route because now that I'm older, I've decided to, you know, study more into like Wing Chun as well as like Tai Chi because those seem to be like really, really good arts for like longevity. You know, like people that seem to practice them until they're very, very old. You know, and that's kind of what I want. I want to be able to keep doing something for my whole life. And those seem to be it. You know, I like the internal Chinese martial arts. And I think I'm going to go that route. You know, as well as my Kobudo training, weapons, and keep doing that stuff. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try to make my channel about that too. You know, maybe eventually I'll learn how to make decent videos. But I don't want to do what everyone else does. So I just turn the damn thing on and film and, you know, whatever. You know, I'm not editing anything, I'm just talking. I'm just trying to get comfortable learning to talk to this stupid thing. I feel like an idiot standing here talking to this thing. My dog's over there looking at me. Oh, what the hell is that crazy person talking to? Yeah. I like that technique. Holy cow, I'm starting to warm up. This is working. Getting up and doing something instead of sitting around watching Kung Fu movies. What the fuck? Oh my God, I should not watch Fox News. They have some, well, that's not even Fox News, is it? That's some other crazy shit. Holy shit, what the hell's wrong with you? Man, freak shows. One of them strange blue hair girls that had facial hair. Man, it must suck being a young dude nowadays. Hell, boys are prettier than girls. Oh, God. Literally, they are, too. I couldn't believe some of the transvestites that I mean, whatever they are. You don't know what different people are, but she-males, lady boys, whatever. Trans is stupid. You know, you're not really transforming into anything. You're just you know, you're a feminized male. And so what? Who gives a shit? I don't think they ought to cut their dicks off. Just fucking be gay, man. You know, whatever. There's nothing wrong with being gay. But cutting your fucking dick off is fuck that, man. You know? Man. It's crazy where all that shit come from all of a sudden. So, and I mean, it always was around. You know, it's a fringe part of society. Boy, oh boy, they fuck up, man. Democrats trying to take that hill to die on. They fuck themselves, man. And then it's the fake ass president that we had. I mean, Biden was nothing but a fucking figurehead. He didn't run shit. And Harris would have been probably worse because she was incapable of anything. And probably the same is true of Obama. He probably didn't do shit. You know? And it seems like Trump's actually trying to be the president, and our government is the one that's having a problem with the guy actually being the boss and doing his job. It's terrible the way they treated him, I think. I don't think he's a bad man at all. This fucking criminal asshole. that are fucking doing it. And then, you know, I have a lot of my friends that just hate Donald Trump. They're fucking nuts about how much they hate it. Every one of them friends is on fucking SSI for fucking mental illness issues. You know, I mean, that's just my little sample of the world. You know, I mean, it's probably true amongst the people that have the Trump derangement, whatever you want to call it. It's probably fucking true, you know, across so many people that, you know, they're just fucking nuts, man. I'm glad he's doing what he's doing. I hope he can fix Social Security, man. Fix the budget, fix everything. If the Democrats would have continued on the way they're going, the whole entire thing would have fucking collapsed. Everything would go. Hell, our civilization would probably have collapsed. I don't know what the hell happened to them. They're just fucking evil now. I don't know, you know. I think a lot of people just vote for them. They don't really, they listen to the news and they're bullshitted by what they hear in the news. And the only really reason that they are Democrats is because their parents were. And I think, you know, that's true. I started out being a Democrat too. You know, because, you know, my dad always Republicans, fat cat, rich guys getting rich off her, you know. Heard that shit. You know, he's a union guy. But hell, even the fucking unions, a lot of the unions dropped the Democrats. I think the Teamsters supported Trump, if I'm not mistaken. Crazy. It's crazy how much people hate him. I don't think he's that bad of a dude at all. I just think there's a lot of mentally ill fucked hearts in this. And probably shouldn't be able to vote. You know? I mean, if you're fucking mentally ill and you're so mentally ill that you can't work, that you receive benefits from it because you can't think, because you can't hold a job, and you get supplemental security income from your mental illness. It's because you can't think, you can't hold down a job, and maybe for that reason they're not the best people to let vote. I mean, I don't know. It's hard to. Oh, I hate to say shit like that, but I mean, if you have problems thinking, maybe you shouldn't be able to vote, you know? I don't know. These are beyond me. I'm glad I don't have to make these decisions. Because wouldn't want to disenfranchise anyone, but because, you know, mentally ill people are fucking citizens too, they're taxpayers, they work. But I'm saying, like, if you're so fucked up that you can't work and you have to be on supplemental security income, maybe you shouldn't fucking be able to fucking vote. I don't know. That's just a thought. It's not a very pleasant one, because then the government will say anyone's fucking mentally ill so they can't vote. So yeah, that'd probably be a really bad idea to fucking do that, you know. I think they can do that. You know, if you become warded by the state, or you end up in prison or something because you're so fucked up. I think in them cases they do, but then you lose. You know, they can do all kinds of shit to you then, because then you'll have to have some kind of custodial person that takes care of your affairs, and if there isn't anyone, then it's going to be a social worker probably. That'd be fucked up. Yeah, I mean, I don't want to cause people that have problems more problems, but I also don't, you know, I've seen how many of the people I know and how fucked up they are and crazy, and they have just as much a right to say who leads us as I do, you know, and, you know, I mean, like some of these people have fucking psychotic disorders and shit, you know, serious shit, scary fucking shit. And it's one person I know that he had a psychotic disorder, and he hated fucking Trump. You know, you don't even want to talk about anything about politics around this guy because he's fucking nuts, fucked up, beat his girlfriend up, choked the shit out of her, and shit like that. This dude recently set himself on fire. Yeah. You know, I don't know if he did it because of Trump or, I mean, it was last year, so I don't think he did it because of that. He had a lot of problems going on in his life, and he had a psychotic disorder. He probably wasn't taking his medication properly. He hurt people before in the past. I was a little worried that I may have to shoot him, you know, because he may try to hurt me. But he kind of left me alone. He never bothered me. You know, I just tried, hey, you know, be nice to him and okay, you know, whatever. You'll be out of my life soon and I won't fucking see you again for another 6 months. I mean, that's kind of how I looked at that person. I didn't hate him or nothing. It's just like, okay, you're fucking nuts. You can't think. I don't want to deal with you. Because the last time I seen this person, before this person set himself on fire, he told me he wished that the Democrats will win. How much you know, I'm just like, okay, yeah, okay, whatever. You're allowed to want whoever you want. I don't say who I want because I'm scared that some kind of fucked up reaction will happen and I don't want to deal with that bullshit. You know what I mean? So, and then like this dude, last time I seen this dude, a few days later, you know, I hear, oh, this dude set himself on fire over in Barberton in front of the fucking mental health clinic. And I'm like, oh my God, why the fuck did you do that, dude? Why? You know? It's like, holy shit, that's horrible. Burned himself up, man. Died the next day. You know? I stopped. I didn't want nothing to do with that dude, though. You know, after someone's done a fucked up shit like he went to prison because he strangled his girlfriend, and I don't think he raped her, but I think he fucked her afterwards. And it, you know, that's a really bad look because here you kind of kidnapped her, not really kidnapped her, but went into her house, held her there, strangled her unconscious twice, like let her wake back up, and then she woke back up. Then they had sex later. He left, and she called the cops. And he went to prison for fucking 10 years for that, which, you know, that's pretty fucked up because he fucking, before he entered the house, he pulled the fucking wires out of the house, you know, and the dude told me was fantasizing about doing this shit to this chick, you know, about being able to take, I don't know what the fuck he was doing. Dude's fucking nuts, man. He hung around with all these fucking dudes from New Jersey. This one guy was from New Jersey, and he was kind of an asshole. And hung around a bunch of other dudes too that were all like criminal, like a little criminal gang or something. I think all of them ended up going to prison and different shit. And I you know, when he went to prison, back in the late 90s, maybe middle 90s, I stopped hanging around with the dude. You know? And then he got out 10 years later. You know, he done his time, got out. After he did his time, they let him out. And then he come back out and he hung around with me and come over. And it's like, okay, he seems like he's on medication and shit. He's mellow. He's dressed nice. He's got a sweat, you know. It looks like, oh, okay, maybe he's changed. He's, you know, got a job not soon after. You know, he got out and shit. And, okay, he's doing okay. And, like, I thought, okay, I don't mind this guy coming around. I guess he's all right. And then some fucked up shit happened between him and my girlfriend. And I'm like, man, I can't have that. You know, have this dude coming around that went to prison for strangling this chick. And, you know, I don't think he really raped her. Maybe he did. I don't know. He didn't like forcibly force her. And I guess he did if he strangled her, if she was under duress. Okay, maybe, yeah, I guess he did kind of rape her or whatever. I don't want this dude coming around my girlfriend and shit. He's going to have problems with her and shit. So I'm like, dude, I can't have you coming around here and talk, you know, being fucked up with her. You know, because she's a pretty good woman and stuff, and you know. And I kind of just, you know, I ran the dude off. I didn't let him come over here anymore. So I just didn't want to deal with the fucking bullshit. You know, I mean, I practice kung fu all the time, and I'm pretty good with my fists and shit. But you know, it comes down to real self-defense. I'll probably just shoot him. You know, I mean, this is America, man. I live in Ohio, and everyone carries guns here. I'm not gonna mess around with some dude that's fucking crazy and has a psychotic disorder and shit. God only knows what he might do. You know, and well, he fucking set himself on fire, man. You know, people like that they can do incredibly fucked up shit that'll catch you by surprise, man. It don't matter how good you are at your martial art, really, unless you're just total badass at it. And I'm not, you know. I do this for exercise. I can hurt somebody hitting them or whatever, kicking them. I got pretty good kicks and punches, but no, man, it comes down to the real thing like that, and I'm gonna deal with someone that's really crazy like that. Nah, I fucking knife and pistol. You know, knife and pistol. My kung fu is exercise for keeping me strong and to teach me how to better use my body. Not that I would use Wing Chun. I'd keep them off me and stuff so I could, you know, use my knife or use my pistol. You know, because you can use it like that. But yeah, you know, I don't know what you really do, you know, because there's so many people nowadays, and there's so much crime, it seems, that goes on, and all the political violence that goes on. I mean, I watch this crap all day, so, you know, that stuff probably don't really go on as much as what it seems to me, because I'm watching the news all the time. But it seems like it is going on quite more frequently. You know, especially when you know someone that's fucking done some terrible thing like that. I'm glad he didn't hurt anyone else. You know, I mean, it sucks he hurt himself. What I really wish is he would have kept taking his medication. Maybe do some kind of like mindful yoga thing or something, and figured out his issues, you know, and maybe, you know, I don't know if he, you know, the dude never really ever worked very much, but you know, I mean, you I don't know. I don't know what, you know, maybe he'd just be able to not do fucked up shit like fuck up his women, women and set himself on fire, man, would be a good thing. Oh my God, that is so fucking horrible. I hate to even talk about it because I'm kind of traumatized by the whole thing. Oh, I'm not going to say names or anything because, you know, the family's still fucking grieving over that shit, man. My God. You know? I feel bad for his family, his wife, and his sons, you know? That's, I mean, for the rest of their existence, they're going to think about that. Oh. You know, and they're probably going to blame themselves for it somewhat, maybe even, you know. You know, if he would never got fucked up with my girl, I'd have let him come around because I liked him and shit. He was kind of cool in some ways. He's just, I don't know what makes somebody think they should be able to do shit like that. You know, that, you know, like, I don't understand it. Very good structure in my palm. That one. Sure do feel it when you don't get a good palm because it hurts. If you get a good palm, you don't feel anything. You just feel a little bit of like report back through yourself. You know, but you don't give. I mean, you absorb it and you push it back on. Boom. You know, that's one thing that's kind of cool about Wing Chun too. Is it's like when you hit somebody with Wing Chun, it's like you hit them twice. It's like you go bang, and then it's like there's a shock that comes, you know, after it. And yeah, his Wing Chun's definitely cool, man. But I like all the Chinese martial arts, so especially more and more I like the internal ones. Well, I'm tired. I think I'm gonna cut it. Do a lazy day today because I'm just not feeling very good. I think I'll just cut this practice a little short because this is, I guess, will be my easy day. And I'm gonna end this video. Let's see how long I got. Well, I got a half hour. Pretty crappy workout, kind of, but really, it doesn't matter if you have a good workout or a bad one. What matters is that you work out and do it. You know, I think. And I did some exercise. And I'm warmed up, loosened up. Now I can probably ought to do some damn housework around here because I'm a bit of a slob. All right, well, I'll see y'all. Have a good one.